everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa, and on this channel I create budgeting content, planning content, and side hustle content. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure you hit subscribe, follow along on my journey to paying off a whopping, gosh, well now it's not over 200,000, but I started with over 200,000 in student loan debt. It's about 186,000. And the number just like literally is not going down, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've been paying off the interest every month. It's just, you know, trying to get ahead and it sucks. So anyhow, yeah, paying off that student loan debt and soon to be buying a house, but that'll be in future videos. So on this video today, we'll be doing the Where Did My Money Go worksheet as part of the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. I absolutely love this budget workbook. This is my third one actually I've used, and going into 2024, it'll be my fourth workbook, but it's really my third year just because I started in August and then I finished that year out. So yeah, I'm so excited. Like, so many great things are happening, but we're trying to get caught up on videos here. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should just do the Where Did My Money Go on camera, because everyone, actually not everyone, I know a lot of you know how to do this, but I get quite a lot of few questions on how do you do it? Could you do a step-by-step? So here we go. Here is a step-by-step of Where Did My Money Go for December. So we're taking both paychecks basically. Excuse me. Again, you guys, I'm not editing my videos anymore, so you're gonna hear everything. But we're gonna start with the supplies. So this is actually from the Budget Mom. Actually, how fitting. This is her pen. I don't use this pen to write in here because it's not erasable, but I like to use it as a like placeholder as we're going to be like flipping back and forth through the pages here. But I love these erasable pens. You can find them in my Amazon shop or my Amazon storefront, link in the description box. And then my handy dandy calculator, this is under $10. I absolutely love it. Comes in a bunch of different colors. Same with the pens. And then the workbook you can find from the Budget Mom's website. So let's see here. So how we're gonna start is I wrote down all of my budget categories already. This is what I calculate for like the highlighter method piece. I have the worksheet. It's in a different room and I'm not gonna go grab it. It's free on the Budget Mom's website, so you can go look at that too. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the monthly inflow. So how I do this, and honestly I should grab another pen. Here we go. Okay, so this is the first, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna do it like, we'll just do it like that for now. So we're gonna start with the W-2 income. This is my earned income. So I have 1801 plus, I don't include my side hustle income into earned income. I probably should now that I think about it, because actually I count it as other income. So we've got what did we say? 1801 plus we had 2460. And for this one, we're looking at the actual. Remember, we're looking at the actual when you calculate the inflow. When we go through and do the other ones, we'll have to look at the budgeted and the actual. But for this one, calculating the inflow, this is the actual that we're calculating. So the total was $4,261 of total monthly inflow from my W-2. That was from like base salary and then also from commission, the $660. And then we're going to calculate, oh wait, I did this. I just put it in the wrong box. Starting balance, I don't start with any balance ever. It's always zero in my checking account. So I was doing that for a while. Like I would do rollover and it just got so confusing. So I just stopped doing all of that. Okay. Other income, this is when we're going to do the side hustle income and any payback or refunds that we had. So the first 2 weeks for actual side hustle, we had 190, and for payback, we had 77. And then we're gonna add in the second 2 weeks, side hustles was 250, plus payback was 36, giving us 553. And then savings used, for the first 2 weeks, it was 562, plus savings was 1258 for the second 2 weeks, giving us 1820. 1,820. I'm actually going to take this off. I don't like having that pen there. So we're going to calculate everything. We have 4261 from earned income plus 553 from other income and 1820 from savings used gives us 6,000 $634. So great, perfect. We'll do this part of it later. So grocery, we're gonna move down to the categories. So monthly budget, we're gonna go, I like to do it like line by line. It's just so much easier for me. So we're gonna start with grocery. On the first 2 weeks, we had we're doing the budget. So we had budgeted $125 plus we budgeted $100. So total budget was $225, but actual we had 46 plus 121 plus 121 equals 167. So 225 minus 167 is plus 58. So we had an additional $58 basically left in that category. That's how I do it. We'll do the percentages at the end. It's just so much faster, like in my mind. Then we go down to eating out. So we had budgeted 100 for the first 2 weeks and 100 for the second 2 weeks. So we're gonna do 200. I can do that math in my head. And then actual, we had 75 plus 76. Wow, almost like the exact same. So 151. So we were left with $49. Double check my math. 200 minus 151. Yep, $49. And then gas and car, we had budgeted 50 plus 250. So technically that was 300. But we actually spent 39 plus 72. So 111. So 300 minus 111 was positive 189. Debt. So this is where this is why it's so important that for me that I highlight the debts, because they're going to appear in 2 different spots here. So for the first 2 weeks, we had 300, what we had budgeted, plus we budgeted 221, plus the second 2 weeks, we had budgeted 300 plus 131. You can see it down there. So total budgeted was 952. But actual, we had 300 for the student loan plus 415 plus 300 again for student loan plus 0 for the extra debt. So total we had 1,015. So 952 minus 1015 was negative 63. So we were over in that budget. We were in the negative by $63. Investments, again, why it's important, because it appears in fixed expenses and variable expenses that I highlighted green. So budgeting, we had budgeted for Acorn 0, Merrill 50, plus extra investments was 0. Continue on, plus Roth 50, we had budgeted plus 0. And I'm also going to add this 160 down here as the budgeted, because I did budget for it. I just forgot I put it in that section. And I just added it up here. So that's why I'm doing it like that. It wasn't really extra savings. I don't know why I did it like that, guys. Trust me, I don't know where my headspace was when I did this, but it was literally 3 months ago. So what are we moving on to? Monthly spent for investment. So 210 plus 3. Oh, this is for the second 2 weeks. That's okay. Plus 20 plus 40 equals 273. So we were over by $13. Savings, again, it's appearing in multiple spots here. So car insurance was 65 plus 275 for sinking funds we budgeted, plus, again, car insurance 65 plus 250 plus, I'm going to subtract the 160 because I included it in the investments. So we did 500. So 1,155 for savings. Not bad. Not bad for like how much inflow we had. But let's see what we actually spent. So the first 2 weeks was 300 and 275. And then the second 2 weeks was 65 plus 250 plus 910. So 1,800. Wow, really? Is it really 1,800? Wow. That's really good. We'll get to that breakdown over here in the savings section, but hey, wow. Okay, 1,155 minus 1,800 is negative 645, and that's okay. I am very okay with going over by that much in the savings category. Okay, so we've got the savings down, and now we got to move on to rent and utilities here. I lost my place. So we had budgeted 400 for rent plus 100 for utilities for the first 2 weeks, and I think the same for the second 2 weeks. So it was 1,000, and my guess is that it came out exactly the same. 500, whoa, 500 and 500. So we're gonna do 1,000. Difference of 0, so right on the money with that. And then fun and entertainment. Okay, this is, I went back and I highlighted this. So budgeted, we had 262 plus 11 plus 100 equals 373 budgeted, but actual we had nothing up there, 286 plus 11 plus 505. Wow. Okay, 802. What the heck did I even spend money on? $500. What did we spend money on? All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I went to the Washington State Fair with my boyfriend. That was fun. Oh, I must have had some concert tickets because I AA events, which I'm guessing that's what I did. And oh yeah, we went to a comedy show. That was really fun. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oops, I don't like when this goes over. 80. Sorry for the shaking. 802. Okay, so 373 minus 802 is over by 429. Yikes. Okay. Moving on. We're moving on. The money's already spent. Okay, so holiday, 200 we budgeted for the first 2 weeks and 50 for the second 2 weeks. So 250. And then actual spent, we had 120 for the first 2 weeks plus 266 for the second 2 weeks, which equals, oops, 266 plus 120, 386. We had 250 minus, this was 6, right? I don't know, that was weird, what that I just wrote it like that. Minus 386, negative 136. And then self-care, we've got a lot of self-care things here. So first 2 weeks we budgeted 93 for boxing gym, 25 for therapy, 50 for the nails. Second 2 weeks we had 93 for the boxing gym, 50 for the gym, 0 for therapy, and 50 for nails. So 361. When you look at it cumulatively, like over the month, you're like, oh my God, that's a lot of money to be spending on self-care. But I mean, I got the money, so I might as well spend it. But that's changing in 2024. Jesus, this is too much. Too much in so many of these different categories. Okay, where were we? Boxing gym, this is actual plus 25 for therapy, 0 for the nails. And then boxing gym again, 93 plus 50 for LA Fitness, 0 for therapy, and 50 for the nails. So 311, we were in the green by $50. I just didn't get my nails done. I've kind of been going like every 3 weeks. So then like at one point there's a budget period that just skips. And that's been saving me probably like $50 every 6 weeks. No, $100 every 6 weeks. 3 months, 2, I don't know. Okay, anyhow, you get the point. Miscellaneous, here we go. Okay, first 2 weeks we budgeted 50. Second 2 weeks we budgeted 50. So it's supposed to be 100. This one's gonna be a wonky one. So let's see. And then for actual, we had 115 for the first 2 weeks and 298. Oh, goodness gracious. 413. 413. So the negative by 313. That's insane. Like, absolutely insane. Let's go back. Let's shame myself. Shirts. Oh, yeah, I bought these workout shirts off eBay. Story time. I bought a shirt. It's like a spider shirt, which is like, that's the brand, not like an actual spider shirt, because I'm actually terrified of spiders. From Costco, and I absolutely love it. Like, I want to wear it all of the time. And so I went back to Costco. They didn't have any. I went on their website. They didn't have any. Like, they just don't sell them anymore. So I was like, you know what? Let me go to eBay. And so I found them brand new, the size I needed on eBay. So I bought the 2 shirts. And I literally, even, this is March, I'm filming this video. I wear all, and I have 3 of them. I wear all 3 of them at least once a week. Like, I wear them all the time. They're perfect workout shirts. I love them so much. And I want more of them. But I'll just have, like, literally just a closet of these spider shirts. So, oh, and then I bought this, like, cute little knife thing off eBay. Oh, yeah, Microsoft. This is something I just completely forgot about. It's, like, that yearly subscription to use, like, Word, Excel. I'm no longer a student. I don't know any students to get it for me for free. I feel like I used to get it for free when I was a student, and then also when my sister was a student. Miscellaneous other stuff at Walmart, Target. Of course, it's a holiday time. I just buy crap for no good reason. All right, well, that explains everything. Kohl's. I don't remember what I bought at Kohl's, but all right. Oh, I bought a sweater, and I have yet to find the sweater this low again in terms of the cost. I love the sweater. I just wish I would have bought it a size bigger. But dang, like, Kohl's has some crazy sales all the time, but it's never like the same price. Like, everything changes every day. It's like, okay, great. All right, so tangent over, moving back to insurance. We budgeted 22 plus 47, 69, and that's the only place insurance comes up on this one. So 69 and 69, so we were 0. Travel and vacay, here we go. 200 we budgeted for the first 2 weeks. And 0, okay, so really it was just this week, 200 and 200. Once you like do this enough times, it starts going really fast. You're like, okay, boom, 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 like 0, 0, like pets, 0, 0. Okay, you don't have to go back to this one. We had budgeted 0, but we spent 2, oops, we're not doing negative yet. How much? 22.6, 22.6, the negative by 22.6. And then business expenses. I don't see any business expenses on here. We can go back to the expense trackers just to double check. Yeah, but business and medical, I have a new one for clothes, but business, medical, clothes, all 0. So we can just 0 all of these out. I realize I do buy a lot of clothes and I just count it as like miscellaneous. I'm like, no, no, no. I need a budget category just for the clothes. Okay, so now we're gonna do the percent of total monthly inflow. So we're gonna ignore the budgeted. We're just gonna focus on the monthly spent. So we're gonna take the number in the monthly spent, so 167, and divide it by the 6634. And then you times it by 100, which gives you 2.5%. Sometimes I round on these, sometimes I don't. I personally don't even need to really do the times 100. I can do that in my head, but it's just because I'm a math person. So 151 divided by 6634 is 2.3%. 111 divided by 6634. So this is really what you do. And you go down the entire list. I could have done 1.6 or 1.7, but it doesn't really matter. Divided by 6634. So 15, we're just gonna do 15% here. 273 divided by 6634. So 4%. This is where it gets sloppy because I don't really use this information, to be honest. Like, it is cool to see, like, okay, so now 27% of the total monthly inflow went to savings. 15% went towards debt. 1,000 divided by 6634. Again, 15% went towards rent and utilities, which I guess is good. Like, that is far below what they advise you to spend on your housing. So 802 divided by 6634. This is a really long video, and I appreciate you all hanging out here, and I hope it is like being helpful for you because I've done this so many times now. that it's just, it comes naturally. And once you do it enough times, you're like, okay, like we can do this. That's not a big deal. I will say it's like painful sometimes to do this stuff because you're like, oh, like, is it really helpful? Like, do I really need to do that? And I go back and forth with myself every single month. Like, do I need to close this out? What should I do? I don't think it's like insanely helpful information, like not life-changing, but it gives you a really good overview of just, you know, your overall spending habits and how they change over time. So I think it is a positive thing. But it's like, you know, 2.5, we're going to add this up, plus 2.3, plus 1.6, plus 15, plus 4, plus 7, plus 15, plus 12, plus 6, plus 4.7. I probably messed something up. Plus 3. Did I do it too many? Whatever. We're not even going to do that again. That was just a waste of time. So it might have been over at 103. It might have been at 100. I'm not going to calculate it. I rounded. It's fine. We're moving on with our life. Which my guess is that if it was at 103, that's probably where like that $53 from the past budget came in. Okay, moving on to actually, I do like this page. Like if there was anything I would actually do, it would be this page because I like to see how the debt and the savings like break down. So what we're going to do here, and this is where it gets tricky. So total monthly inflow is this number. So it's 6,634. This one's easy to do because you just copy over here. So total monthly payoff, we had 1,015. Then we just copy this, so 15%. Where the savings changes is you take the monthly inflow. So what you have here, 6,634, and you subtract the savings used. So you have 1,820. Because like you're not going to calculate the savings like as part of the savings, right? Like you already used the savings, so it's just of the monthly inflow. So that left us $4,814. Yep, and then total monthly savings, we grab this, is $1,800. So this number is going to be even higher than this 27%. So we take 1,800 divided by 4,814 is 37%. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing. And then we go down to the different categories. So for me, debt, number one off the top of my head, student loan, loan, that's an A, Alaska Airlines credit card, and my Discover credit card. I think that's all the things I had for debt. So we're going to do the total, like this is the actual that you spent on the debt, right? Like we're not doing the budgeting. We've already done it over here. So we had a total of 300 for student loan plus another 300. So we're gonna do 600. I'll do the percent at the end. Alaska Airlines credit card. So we had 290 plus 0. Okay, so we had 290. 290. And Discover, we had 0. Plus 125. 125. So we add that all up, it should equal 1015. So 600 plus 290 plus 125. Okay, perfect. Then we take 600 divided by 1015. Same process, right? So 59% went to student loan of what we contributed to debt. 290 divided by, hopefully you guys can see this calculator. Maybe I move it down here. We can move it on to this side. Divided by 1015 is 28%. And then 125 divided by 1015 is about 12%. So that's all you do for that one. And then savings, we've got sinking funds, right? Sinking funds, car insurance, because I do break it out, and we're going to do house as well. Is there any other savings? I'm not going to break these all out individually. It's just going to take too much time. So we had car insurance, green, sinking funds, car insurance. Okay. So sinking funds, we'll start on the second 2 weeks because I'm already here. We had 300. I don't want to forget about that. Plus 250. Again, looking at the actual. Flipping back to the first 2 weeks, we had 275. So that gave us 825. 825 total. Car insurance, 65. Whoops, 65 plus 65, I believe is 130. 65, $130. And then house, I believe it only showed up on the second one, second paycheck. So we had $610 in total. And I'm already realizing something is off here. Something is off. $825. Because this ended in 1800. So it can't end in a 5. What am I missing, guys? 65, 275. Oops. Maybe I calculated the other one incorrectly. Right? Didn't I say it? Okay, let's redo this because this will bother me. So total savings, we had 65 plus 275 plus 65 plus 250 plus 910. Wait, did I do this way wrong? This is what happens. This is what happens. 65 plus 275, right? This is all the savings for paycheck 1. And then we have 65 plus 250 plus sinking funds and house at the bottom, 910. So yeah, okay, I must have messed this up here. So this is wrong. Some of you are probably like screaming at your video or wherever you're watching this. I'm like, Alyssa, I've been telling you this from the get-go. When you were calculating, you did it wrong. I'm like, so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So all of this is wrong, but that's okay. Mistakes happen, and that's why we have this sort of audit process, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so let's redo this. 1155 minus 1565 negative 410. That's probably where the extra 3% came over. So we had 1565 divided by 6634 is 23%, really. So 1,565, which that should add up to that. 825 plus 130 plus 610. Boom. Okay. I think we're on the right track, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll take that divided by 4814 is 32.5%. All right, moving on. 825 divided by 1565. Just do 53%. 130 divided by 1565. 8%. And 610 divided by 1565 is 39%. Okay. Well, that is everything for this closeout. Typically, I highlight this stuff. Like if I'm over, I highlight it. Let me find a green highlighter. Not over. If I'm under budget, I highlight it green. Ew, that's an ugly color, green, but just what I had closest to me. So all of these would be green. Then I was above budget on, or like 0, you know, I was in the positive, like I stayed within budget for those. And then the other ones that basically were not great, that I went over budget on, I normally highlight it like a pink or a red. I just don't have a red highlighter, so this is, I guess the green is fitting because it's kind of like a Grinch green, and this was for December. So it works out. Just visually, it's like helpful. So I can see like, you know, how did I do this month? You guys all know I don't do this because spending changes for me so drastically month to month. I just don't feel like it's a helpful comparison sheet for me, but if you do it, go for it. It's really easy. But that is all. Like, I hope you enjoyed Where Did My Money Go worksheet. I know this was a long video, but I really do hope it was helpful in showing you exactly how I close out my month. And make sure you subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you struggle with in terms of like any part of the Budget Mom workbook. I can't say I'm a pro. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm a pro. Like, I know everything. I don't, but maybe we can figure it out together. So appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.